Welcome back, guys, to CFL Central, CFL content for the fans, by the fans. We have a bit of an interesting video today. This news broke yesterday. However, we've been a little bit busy and we had some stuff we had to take care of. So we didn't get a chance to talk about it today, but it will be posted tomorrow, which means it's 2 days after it was posted. But the CFL has reached an agreement with Pro Focus Football, the PFF. Now, I, like a lot of people, were wondering, what the hell is that? And that is actually, so it is, I believe, a stats company to do proper in-depth advanced analytics of the CFL's players, where they give them like ratings for each game they play. They do like lists of the top players. I heard from friends of mine who know a lot more about this to take that all with a very, very, very large grain of salt. But how are we feeling the CFL upping its game in the analytics department, as you're a guy who likes analytics? So I have to ask you in that regard.
I mean, to some points, stats wise, yes, but I'm not like a big analytics guru per
No, but
se.
I have to imagine it's nice, like if your team acquires a player and you're not going to be entirely clueless on what you're getting. You can go in this guy, you can see exactly what he's done, what he hasn't. And I think this is a good thing for the CFL, as the CFL they have a bit of a fan interest and investment problem, in the sense of it's hard to get people invested in this league. And so there's a few things they need to do. They need to appeal to the new audiences by promoting the league a lot socially. But then they also need to promote the league to the hardcore football fans that are not necessarily CFL fans. Those guys that follow all those college stats and look at where these guys are going. Especially, I imagine this will be very, very useful for fans of the NFL. When a player goes from the CFL, they're able to actually get a rough idea of what this player is all about. So I have to imagine that this is a good thing for the CFL as a whole. I just think that this should not be the end. This is not the great savior to all of the CFL's problems, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. As I mean, if we go here to the CFL's Instagram and we look at their post announcing it, looks like a lot of the players are very happy. And I have to imagine that they would be. There's a lot of guys in the CFL that will feel like they had a really good year, and they want there to be some sort of showing of it to hope that NFL teams will take notice. The NFL teams will have a lot easier time taking a notice if there is stuff on the paper, as opposed to just watch my plays, because there's so many players in the CFL, they don't always have time to do that. I guess, what do you think, how this benefits the NFL squads in that regard there, Rick?
I mean, I'm just looking at
You
like
sound
some of these.
thrilled about all this.
Well, no, just because like I'm trying to get a grasp of this, so I'm looking on the CFL's website. Okay, so
Yep,
I'm just gonna pull out some numbers.
please.
So if you look at the quarterbacks, okay, Bo Levi Mitchell is number 4. He had 7.7 passing yards per attempt,
I
16.
actually, I received a list from a friend of mine that they actually put Bo Levi Mitchell at 3. Because he said that they're so I'll read out their QB list as and this is a buddy of mine had told me this, so he could be completely wrong, but this is at least what I had heard. I heard it was
Hmm.
Caleros, Harris, Bo Levi Mitchell, Cody Fajardo, Vernon Adams Jr., Chad Kelly, um, Cornelius, because a buddy of mine said corn dog, Mazzoli, and then Jake Mayer.
So the way that they're for quarterbacks, they base it off of a minimum of 100 passing yards. So Kelly's not even listed.
Oh, okay, so this might be a different list then. What I'm
Yeah.
looking at.
So the way that they listed it, it's by the PFF passing grade.
Okay.
So they have Rorick, Caleros, Matt Schultz, Bo Levi, Bo Levi Mitchell, Trevor Harris, Mazzoli, Adams Jr., Jake Mayer, Fajardo, and Dane Evans.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Interesting.
like I'm just trying to understand this, because like I was saying, Bo Levi Mitchell had 7.7 passing yards per attempt, 16 long throws, 61% or 61.3 percentage for a PFF grade of 80.8. Then you go down to number 7, where Adams has a better passing yards per attempt, less big time throws, better completion, but a lower PFF passing grade, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
Sort of. I'm still trying to get a bit of a grasp on it all myself, but I think generally that this is a good move. As a complaint that I have had for the CFL, and this is very, very true when it comes to their CFL player profile pages. I really hope they use these stats and put them in the player profile pages themselves. Like there's a situation I looked where Vernon Adams Jr. had gotten traded to the Lions, and it took them like at least a month to give him a photo of him wearing a Lions jersey, and he had already played. And I'm like, what is this? Like, that should be one of the first things you do. And I'm sure it is one of the first things they do. So I'm glad to see the CFL doing this move in the right direction. I don't really have anything else to say really about this. You got anything? No? Okay. Well, make sure you guys like, really, share, and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Make sure to join the CFL Discord in the comment section down below. Follow us on Twitter at CFL Central YT, as well as Instagram for the very same thing. And we will see you guys next time. Touchdown,